Hello friends, welcome back to yet another video on SEBI Grade A exam preparation from Finance MCQ. I am CA Pritam Singh Sangwan and today we will be discussing some of the important MCQ questions from Companies Act, Audit and Accounts. It is one of the main topics from Companies Act which is there in your exam. And friends, this technical syllabus is of 100 marks in phase 1 and it has 2/3 weightage in phase 2 of your SEBI Grade A exam. And friends, you can find entire technical syllabus of SEBI Grade A exam chapter wise, topic wise on Finance MCQ website in MCQ question format. You can visit the website and practice entire technical syllabus there. I have put the website link in the description box below. So let's begin and try to solve the MCQ questions along with me. Question number 1. Remuneration of auditor is fixed by option A directors, option B SEBI, option C members in general meeting, option D creditors, option E none of the above. So yes, what's the correct answer? It's option C members in general meeting. Friends, director recommends the remuneration to auditors and members in general meeting fixed it. But in reality what happens? While approving the auditor's appointment, members gives right to board of directors to fix the remuneration so that they don't have to call the meeting again. So just remember this point that members in general meeting fix the remuneration of auditor from your exam point of view. So moving on to the question number 2. When auditor has no reservation in respect of the matters presented in financial statement of the company, he issues option A qualified report, option B unqualified audit report, option C disclaimer of opinion, option D adverse report, option E none of these. So what's the correct answer? It's option B unqualified audit report. Friends, when financials are clean or does not violate any of the provisions of law or accounting standard or auditing standard, auditor will issue unqualified report, and if he finds any violation then he will issue qualified report. Disclaimer of opinion and adverse report are a type of qualified report only. So also remember this point, and we will move on to the question number 3. The first auditor shall hold office A until conclusion of first annual general meeting, B as per the direction of board of directors, C for 5 years, D 3 years, E none of the above. So what's the correct answer? It's option A until conclusion of first annual general meeting. Friends, Companies Act says first auditor needs to hold the office till conclusion of first annual general meeting, because on first general meeting either he will be reappointed or a new auditor will be appointed. So the correct option is option A. Question number 4. A retiring auditor shall be reappointed at an annual general meeting unless option A he is disqualified for reappointment, option B he has given his unwillingness to act as auditor, option C special resolution is passed in annual general meeting to appoint other person as auditor, option D no auditor is appointed for reappointment in the annual general meeting, option E A, B and C. So yes, what's the correct answer? It's option E A, B and C. Friends, retiring auditor will be reappointed unless he is not disqualified, he himself does not want to be an auditor of the company, or in case company wants to appoint someone else. So remember these 3 points. So move on to the question number 5. Rotation of auditor is compulsory for A all listed companies, B all unlisted companies having paid up capital of 10 crores or more, C all private company having paid up capital of 20 crores or more, option D companies having public borrowing of 50 crores or more, option E all of the above. So what's the correct answer? It's option E all of the above. Friends, for all companies listed on stock exchange, rotation of auditor is compulsory, and for unlisted and public companies, if paid up capital or borrowings exceed threshold limit, then rotation of auditor is compulsory. Under rotation of auditor, after 5 years or 10 years, depending upon the type of entity, whether it is an individual or a firm of auditor, auditors need to be changed. Question number 6. First board meeting of a company should be held within dash days of incorporation. Option A 30 days, option B 15 days, option C 7 days, option D 6 months, option E none of the above. So what's the correct answer? It's option A 30 days. So friends, do remember this question. First board meeting is to be held within 30 days. Question number 7. There shall be minimum dash board meetings every year. Option A 1, B 2, C 4, D 12, E none of the above. So what's the correct answer? It's option C 4. So effectively it means every quarter there has to be one board meeting. Question number 8. Which of the following matters shall not be dealt in a meeting through video conferencing mode? So option A approval of annual financial statement, option B approval of board reports, option C approval of prospectus, option D matters relating to amalgamation, merger, demerger, acquisition, option E all of the above. So the correct option is option E all of the above. Friends, companies are allowed to carry a board meeting through video conferencing, but there are certain matters which need to be discussed in person because of secrecy or insider trading fear that information may be leaked out. Hence, all of the above mentioned matters cannot be taken through video conferencing. So just remember these points. Question number 9. Accidental omission to give notice to any members shall dash the proceedings in the meeting. Option A not invalidate, option B invalidate, option C require approval of tribunal for validation, option D require approval of central government for validation, option E none of the above. So yes, what's the correct answer? It's option A not invalidate. Friends, accidental omission will not invalidate the proceedings in the meeting. गलती सबसे होती है. If it is a genuine omission, then no issues. But if it is proved that it is done purposefully, then the meeting can itself be invalid. So question number 10. Minute book of general meeting will be kept at option A registered office, B such other place as may be approved by board, option C branch office, option D subsidiary office, option E holding company office. So what's the correct answer? It's option A registered office. Friends, minutes of general meeting is to be kept at the registered office of the company. So remember this point. Friends, if you want to practice more such type of MCQ questions from your technical syllabus, I request you to kindly visit Finance MCQ website. It has entire SEBI Grade A exam technical syllabus in MCQ format, 2000 plus subject wise, topic wise MCQ questions to practice. It has explanations for correct answers wherever required, 25 test series technical syllabus, and each test series are having 20 to 25 questions. So friends, don't miss this golden opportunity and increase your selection chances significantly. Website link is in the description box below, and if you have any questions, please write in the comment box below and I will try to address them, and I will come up with new MCQ questions to practice on SEBI Grade A exam. Till then, take care and thank you so much for watching.